Hello, my name is Amelia Allen, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a streak plate. So first thing you're going to want to do is write your name on your streak plate. I wrote my name right here, Amelia Allen. I'm going to be using household objects, so this is my Bunsen burner. My culture would probably not be that close to my Bunsen burner, but this right here is my culture. I've got my lighter to light my Bunsen burner. This is a Sharpie I'm using to write my name, and this is my inoculating tool. So now that you know that my name is written on it, I went ahead and divided mine up into 4 different sections so that way it was easier to see. You would not do this in a real life lab setting, so this is mine right now. After doing that step, you're going to want to go ahead and take your lighter, light your Bunsen burner. Perfect, it's hot. Obviously, a real life Bunsen burner would let you modify the temperature of it, so you just want to crank that bad baby to high. And then you're going to take your inoculating tool after it gets really hot, and you're going to put your inoculating tool right in your Bunsen burner till it turns almost red, because you want it to be super duper hot. So that's really good. You did really good on that. So then you're going to take your culture and take the lid off with your pinky, as so. And then you're going to want to heat it up to kill any of the germs that are around it without spilling it, of course. So yeah, you're just rolling that around, basically, getting any of the germs that are on it off. Perfect. And then you're going to want to take your inoculating tool and dip it in your culture to get one. And then flame it again before you put the lid back on it, because you don't want any germs getting on it. And then go ahead and put the lid back on it. You're gonna not take your lid off in a real life setting, but because I'm at home, I'm going to show you my quadrants better. So this right here is your plate. This is your first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. So first quadrant is right here. You're gonna want to make 10 streaks. And then make sure that at least 2 to 3 of those streaks are going through your second quadrant, which is to the left of it. So you're going to want to do almost like a tornado. A tornado would work too, like when you draw, like squigglies. That would work as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do squigglies. So just like 1, 2, 3. So just like that. That's perfect. So I went through it twice, so there's 1 and then there's 2, so that works perfectly. So then you're going to want to go ahead and put the lid back on it, because you don't want anything to get in it. You're going to heat up your inoculating tool again. Let it cool. You can always tap it to let it cool. Perfect. And then you're going to open this bad boy up again, and like I said, this is your first quadrant. You're going to want to go ahead, so your first quadrant is going to be in the same place as your second quadrant. You're going to rotate it a 4th to the right, so this is your second quadrant right here. You're going to want to make sure that when you're drawing your squiggly, at least 2 of these squigglies goes through the third quadrant and also touches this squiggly that you did through the first quadrant. So, squiggly mark, squiggly mark, squiggly mark. Just like so. So this second, this is first. Perfect. Go ahead and put the lid back on it like it's a real life lab setting. You're going to heat up your inoculating tool. Let it cool for a moment. Tap it if you need to cool it down. Go ahead and open this back up. So as you know, we were just on our second quadrant. So once again, you're going to rotate it a 4th to the right. You're going to want to make sure that it goes through the 4th quadrant and also touches this little squiggly that you did down here. So just like so. So you see how the 3rd quadrant is right here, but it's also some in the 4th. That is perfect. So then you're going to want to heat up your inoculating tool again. Now, this is kind of the hard part, because you do not want the 4th streak to go into the 1st quadrant, which is at the bottom left. So you're going to rotate your plate one more time, a 4th of the way. You're going to want to make sure that it touches these squigglies, but it does not go in this first quadrant. Do not let it go in the first quadrant. So you're going to do squigglies, but keep them within your line and let them touch the third quadrant once. So it's going to look just like this. So then you're going to put the lid back on it. You're going to burn your inoculating tool of anything that was on it. And you'd probably clean it once you're done, or sterilize it, of course. But I don't have anything to sterilize it with. So then you would just put your inoculating tool up. So for this, in a real life lab setting, you would let it incubate, at 37 degrees Celsius for at least 24 hours. But it's perfect. So you're going to want to turn your Bunsen burner off, just like so. So it is off, and then you would let it cool as well. And that is my street plate.